Hello, mathematicians, and welcome to our first lesson on rounding. Today, we are going to be learning how to round to the nearest 10. Meet the Millers. We've got Mom, Josh, Dad, and Frankie. It's Josh's birthday. After eating some delicious cake, Mom and Dad tell the boys they have a special birthday surprise for Josh. What do you think it might be? We are going to the zoo. Time to hop in the car and get on the road, says Mom. Can we go to Paulo's Pop Stop first? I want a supersized soda, asks Frankie. Ooh, me too, Josh agrees. All that sugar, I don't know, says Dad. We'll make an exception for Josh's birthday, Mom says with a wink. One quick stop at Paulo's Pop Stop for supersized sodas, and then we're off to the zoo. Glug, glug, glug. Whoa, sweet! Frankie and Josh finish slurping down their supersized sodas, and the Millers hop back in the car and head for the zoo. The GPS directs them to turn onto Rounding Roadway. Welcome to the Rounding Roadway. The Millers cruise down Rounding Roadway. Exit 0, rest stop. Exit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exit 10, rest stop. They pass exit 10. What do you notice about the exits on Rounding Roadway? Press pause and press play when you've thought of what you notice. They continue cruising down Rounding Roadway. They pass exit 20. What do you notice? We have exit 10, rest stop, exit 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and exit 20, rest stop. They pass exit 30. After exit 20 was exit 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, exit 30, rest stop. What are you noticing about the rest stops? At exit 33, the Millers encounter a problem. Turn and talk to a partner. What do you think their problem could be? Exit 33. We have to go to the bathroom now. Gee, in retrospect, supersized sodas may not have been the best choice. There's no rest stop at exit 33. Where are the rest stops located on the Rounding Roadway? Press pause and think about it. Press play when you're ready. Hopefully, you guys notice that the rest stops on Rounding Roadway are located every 10 miles. So there was one on exit 10, 20, 30, and 40 so far. Let's take a look at exit 0 through 40. There was also one at exit 0. Where are they located? You guys notice that they are every 10 miles, 0, 10, 20, 30, and 40. And here's where the Millers are when they have to stop at the bathroom. The rest stops are located at the exits that are numbered with groups of 10. So we know that a 10 ends in 0. But the Millers are at exit 33. They're in between two exits with rest stops. Which two exits with rest stops are they in between? They are between exit 30 and exit 40. Let's zoom in and look at just exits 30 and 40. Which rest stop are the Millers closest to? Because they have to go now. It's an emergency. Which one is closest? Exit 30 or exit 40? Exit 30 is closer. It is only 1, 2, 3 exits away from exit 33. Exit 40 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exits away. The Millers used rounding to find the closest rest stop. They needed to round the number 33 to the nearest 10. Rounding is when we replace one number with another number that is easier to work with, like 0, and has close to the same value. Rounding roadway is just like a number line. We're going to try some practice problems. Where does 42 belong on the number line? "42 is very close to 40, only 2 away." Which two tens is the number 42 between? "40 and 50 are the two tens that the number 42 is between." Round 42 to the nearest 10. Which 10 is nearest, 40 or 50? 40 is the nearest 10 because it's only 2 away. Here's the next practice problem. Where does the number 5075 belong on the number line? The number 5075 comes in between 5070 and 5080. Which two tens is the number 5075 between? $5,075 is between 5,070 and 5,080. Those are the nearest tens. Round 5,075 to the nearest 10. Which is it nearest? The nearest 10 is 5,080. 5,075 is right in between 5,070 and 5,080. When it's equal distance from either 10, we always round up to the next 10. Draw a number line that shows all the numbers that round to 60. Here are all the numbers that round to 60. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Why would 65 not round to 60? Hopefully you said because 65 is in the middle of 60 and 70. And remember, if it's right in the middle, exactly in between, we always round up to the next 10. So if it ends in a 5, it's always in the middle and it always rounds up. When might we need to round numbers? We're going to look at some real world examples. Mental math and estimation. For example, to estimate the sum of 47 and 63, we can round each number to the nearest 10. 47 rounds up to 50. 63 rounds down to 60. So we could add 50 plus 60, which equals 110. So the sum, or when we add 47 and 63, it will be close to 110. So we can find out about how much something is. Another one is for changing numbers, like the population of our country. The population is how many people live in an area, and it changes so often because that it makes it difficult to provide exact numbers of people. When population numbers are reported in the news or in books, they are usually rounded to the nearest 10. All right, now I'm going to show you guys how you can look at the digits in numbers to know how to round them. So here's an example with the number 62. I want to round to the nearest 10. So I'm going to underline the tens place because that's the place that I'm rounding. The neighbor to the right is always right and is going to tell that number what to do. If the neighbor to the right is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then that number in the tens place will stay the same. If the number to the right is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then it will round up to the nearest 10. So if it's 0 through 4, it stays the same, and that digit won't change. If it's 5 through 9, it will round up to the next 10. So we're looking at the digit 2. Is 2 0 through 4 or 5 through 9? 2 is in this category, so it tells the 6 to stay the same. So 62 will round to 60. Everything to the right turns into a 0. Let's try another number. This time we're going to look at 75, and we want to round it to the nearest 10. Here's my tens place. And the neighbor to the right is always right and is going to tell us what to do. So if the neighbor is 0 through 4, then our tens will stay the same. If the neighbor is 5 through 9, then it will round up to the next 10. So 5 tells 7 to round up to the next 10. Everything to the right turns into a 0. So 75 rounds up to 80. Let's try another example. This time, I want you guys to do it with me. So with your whiteboard and marker, go ahead and get ready to write down this next number. Okay, this time we're going to use the number 97. And let's think about the two tens that 97 is in between. It's in between 90 and 100. So we're looking at 97 to see which of those tens it's closest to. So I'm going to underline my tens place, and the neighbor to the right's always right and will tell us what to do. If the neighbor is 0 through 4, the underlined digit will stay the same. If the neighbor to the right is 5 through 9, it's going to tell that number to round up, and everything else will turn into a 0. So because 7 falls into the 5 through 9 category, it's going to tell the 9 to go up to 10. And then everything to the right turns into a 0. We have one digit, so we're going to have 1 0. 97 rounds up to 100. Go ahead and erase your boards and get ready for another example. All right, this time we're going to use the number 4. Now, we want to round this to the nearest 10, but 4 has how many tens? Hopefully you said it has 0 tens, so I'm going to put a 0 there just for this example. So I'm going to underline the 0 that's in the tens place, and the neighbor to the right's always right and will tell me what to do. What two tens is the number 4 between? Hopefully you guys thought that 10 would be on the right side, And on the left side would be 0. So we're trying to see which one 4 would round to. So remember, the neighbor to the right is always right, and we'll tell our underlying digit what to do. 0 through 4 will tell the underlying digit to stay the same. 5 through 9 will tell the underlying digit to round up. So 4 is going to tell the 0 to stay the same. So it'll stay 0, and everything to the right also turns into a 0. So 4 rounds down to 0. Great job, guys. Go ahead and erase, and let's try another one. All right, this time I want you to write 156. And we're going to also be rounding to the nearest 10. So I'm going to underline my 10, and the neighbor to the right is always right and will tell us what to do. If the neighbor to the right is 0 through 4, it'll stay the same. If it's 5 through 9, it'll tell our underlying digit to go up 1. So what two tens is 156 between? Hopefully you said 150 and 160. And that 6 is going to tell the 5 to round up 1. So 156 will be closest to 160. Everything to the right turns into a 0, and everything to the left stays the same. All right, let's try another one like that where we have a hundreds place also. Go ahead and erase your boards too. All right, this time we're going to have 671. And we're still rounding to the nearest 10. So I'm going to underline my tens place. The neighbor to the right is always right and will tell me what to do. I'm going to think about what two tens 671 is between. And 671 is between 670 and 680. The 1 is going to tell our 7 to stay the same. Anything to the left stays the same. And everything to the right turns into a 0. So 671 is closest to and rounds down to 670. All right, guys, I hope that this lesson helped you understand a little bit about rounding and how to find the nearest 10 in numbers up to the hundreds place. Today, you're going to do a little bit of practicing to show me what you learned today. I hope you guys do well and try your best.